This is how I did $2 million in sales for my concrete company, my third year in business. Only from social media, yet still getting months booked out, spending 2 to 3 hours a week marketing. Now I'm gonna break it down for you guys in this video step by step so you can do it too. Now, let me break it down that this video isn't for contractors who are fine kind of just living paycheck to paycheck. This is more for contractors who are more ambitious because I'm that way. I'm very extreme and I want to hit multiple 6 figures, then multiple 7 figures, and then eventually get up to higher goals. And so that's who this is going to resonate a lot more for. So it doesn't matter whether you're in framing, painting, concrete, landscaping, it's all the same. This process will work all across the board. The way that we stumbled upon this kind of method we have now is I was stuck like a lot of you guys trying to get customers. I was doing all the same old methods, the same old mistakes. I was trying to do word of mouth, which was very inefficient because you're just guessing when that next customer is coming in. Some weeks you get a lot of calls, some weeks you get no calls. And it's just this roller coaster of up and down. And it's very difficult to grow a business that way because if you're going to bring on employees or if you're going to bring on crews to work for you, you need a more predictable method. You can't just guess when the next call comes in. Other things I tried Angie Leads. I tried these marketing agencies, paying companies to get me leads, it never worked out because they're not actual contractors. So they don't understand I can't have cheap leads. Like there's certain jobs I just cannot do because I'm not going to make any money. There's a lot of cheap customers I do not want to work with. So that was another bottleneck I was facing with them. And then the final other thing we tried out was working with general contractors or home builders to get us consistent work. And the reason that didn't work out is they make their money off how cheap can I go. So they always wanted me at the cheapest price, which I lose at that point. I don't make any money. The repeated mistake I kept seeing over and over again was I was relying everything on other people. I was relying on word of mouth. I was relying on contractors. I was relying on other agencies. And you cannot grow a business that way. As the saying goes, feed a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man a fish, feed him for a lifetime. I wanted to know how to get the leads myself, cut out all the middlemen, because if I can get the customers myself on a consistent basis, no one can compete. And I realized that was always a common mistake most contractors make, and I was headed in that direction. Breaking down how the model goes, how the method works now, is we split it up into 3 pillars. And that first pillar of the marketing process we do now is called client financed acquisition. Now, it sounds like a big word, but it's a really simple model. We were able to get our customers to pay for our marketing. So basically, we're getting leads for free. If you're starting from scratch, no money, you can definitely use this model. Everyone has access to a credit card. Say you get a credit card for $500. But when you spend the $500 on marketing, or even half that, $250, that's typically where we're sitting at. Say you spend $250 on marketing to get a customer. You close that customer and they give you a $1,000 deposit. As they give you that $1,000 deposit, you don't start the job right away. The biggest mistake is when guys close a job, they try to start it right away, then they run out of work. Then they try to start the next job right away, then they run out of work. It's this never-ending cycle. The best thing you can do is as you close that job, push it out as far as possible. Tell them you can start in 2, 3, 4 weeks. And the reason being is so now it gives you that time to close another job. So you spent $250, you got a $1,000 deposit, put them on the schedule, immediately put $250 back into marketing to land a second job. Now you landed another $1,000 deposit. And then you do it again. You tell them, hey, we can start in 4 weeks. Then you pull out 250 from that other deposit and it never ends. So if you're following the money, you're not really using your own money because you got the credit card from the bank and then every job you closed pays for the next. So by the time you start that first job 4 weeks later, you already have 10 jobs lined up, you have 10 grand in the bank account, and you haven't even started a job yet. So even if you are stuck at your 9 to 5 right now and trying to figure out how to leave, you can use this exact process to set you up. So when you do quit, you already have tons of money stacked up. You can start running and you're booked out weeks, maybe even months. So that's that first part, is the client finance acquisition model we used. Then that second pillar of the program, the second method we used is social media. Now we don't have websites, we don't have logos, we don't have uniforms, decals on the truck, nothing. We don't even have business cards. Everything is always pushed to social media because that is your resume. That is your business card to the world. Now, the way we were able to use social media is I would put all of my pricing onto our videos, onto our photos. So when people see our work, they already have an idea of how much it's going to cost. So that's basically doing the selling for us. So by the time we meet with the customer, it's a much easier process. Also, the benefit of having customers stick to only social media when they see us is now they're going to start binge watching multiple videos, which more than likely is what you did. You probably watched multiple videos of mine, and then that's how you're on this YouTube now. That's going to do the selling for you. When you're sending videos, they're going to see the crews, they're going to get familiar with you, how you operate, your quality work, your pricing. That way, when you finally meet the customer, if they feel like they've already had a 1 hour, 2 hour sales call because they already watched hours of content from you. So that's doing the selling versus other contractors. They're just barely meeting the customer. So you're building up this relationship before actually even meeting them. So that's why we always pushed social media, because I didn't want to drive them away to any other channel. I just wanted them to constantly see us popping up on their feed over and over and over again. Going into that third pillar, or that third method of how we get leads and how we grow and scale, is I needed a very easy model. I needed a simple method because I didn't want a lot of complexity. I didn't want to waste time trying to figure out how to build a website, all these different avenues. I wanted to focus, dive in, and get really good at one thing, because the biggest mistake most guys make is they try to do so many different ways of marketing. I'm a firm believer, one solid stream of leads is better than 7 shitty ones. So just really diving in and getting really good at this one, which didn't even take that long. It only takes us 2 to 3 hours a week, because all I'm doing is just using my iPhone. I don't have any cameras. I don't have like any fancy setup, tripods, nothing. It's just my iPhone. I'll just go to a job site, take a couple photos, take a couple videos. It looks raw and authentic, which customers like. And so that's what I just end up posting, because I realized a lot of people aren't even posting on social media, or they're doing it wrong. So it's really no competition on there. So that's why I pushed this so much. I just needed something easy, which any contractor can do. You already know how to post a photo. You already know how to post a video. That's all you're doing, is just posting that consistently, and you're constantly showing up on people's pages. That's what I did, and I used those kind of 3 methods over and over again, and that's how we were able to pack out our calendar very, very quickly. Right now, using this exact method, we get anywhere between 30 to 40 leads a week, which is just insane. And so since we were able to get so many leads that way, that's how we're able to beat out a lot of our competition. The same way as Marcus Gander in Los Angeles. He's only 22, 23 years old. He's only been in America for a year right now. He was able to grow and scale his business very quickly using this exact same method. He hits anywhere from 40K months to 100K months, which is great for him because he just subs out all the work. So he doesn't have employees he has to really stress about. It's all just subs. It's the same way as James McCucken in New Jersey. He does this same exact method, and that's how he was able to get out of the field. He was stuck at 40K months, 50K months for a year, and he just couldn't break into those 100K months until he started using this model, using this method. That's how he's been able to grow and get out of the field, because he's just getting so many customers, so many leads, that he's forced to do estimates all day. He has to do 5, 6, 7 quotes a day because there's just so many calls coming in. And so if you can kind of use this method to your advantage, that's how you can beat out the competition. That's how you can show your value and just close customers a lot easier and grow and scale your business. Now, I hope you guys have found this information helpful. I do have a contractor coaching group helping guys to implement these methods. So if you're a contractor just starting from scratch, trying to hit your first 6 figures, or you are a current contractor already at 6 figures and you want to scale to 7 figures, we help all contractors all across the board. We do have 2 different coaching groups. There's a one-on-one coaching for $3,000, or there is a group coaching for $300. If you guys are interested in this, go ahead and just DM me on Instagram, and we'd be happy to help you guys see if we're a good fit. If not, no worries. I post a ton of free content that I'm sure you guys will find useful. Thanks for watching this video. Catch you guys on the next one.